Hello everyone, my name is Teacher Lena and welcome to my channel. In this video, I wanted to talk to you about your trial class with Magic Ears. Well, I am a teacher at Magic Ears and I recently was asked, do you have a video about their trial classes or your demo class? I should really say this is your demo class with your Magic Ears interviewer. Do you have a class about that, or do you have a video about that? And I said, no, I don't. So here it goes. Let's make a video about this so that this could help you to pass your interview for Magic Ears. It is the I Like Winter demo. So I'm going to go through each slide and give you some pointers of what to do when you are going through your interview with your interviewer. Interview with your interviewer. So let's do it. Okay, so when you start your class with Magic Ears, on the introduction slide, you want to go ahead and greet your students. Hello, everyone. My name is Teacher Lena, and then you bring down, or actually bring up, the first student. You are going to touch that or press on that 1v1 mode. That's what would open the screen so you can see the large picture. And that's how you greet each of your students. You want to have each of them on there, and they'll go through that in your interview. So you probably already know that. But, when you greet your student, you make sure that you know how to open up that 1v1 mode. And, you ask them, hi, what's your name? And, you listen for them to answer. And then after that, if they, you don't ever ask them how old they are. They were specific to tell me that in my interview. And then you give them a trophy. You always give them a trophy. You could ask them another question, like, what's your favorite color? But, after you do that, then you give them a trophy. Give each child a trophy after they have greeted you. And then once you go into the first slide, which is a song, then at that point, you don't just want to sit there. You want to try to act like you're interested in the song, or you can say, all right, let's listen to a song. You can clap your hands. That's what I like to do at first, just to try to get them involved. Maybe half of them might clap their hands if they're younger. They really like to, act like they're dancing or something. But, try to do something where you are looking like you're interested in the song. Okay? Don't just stare off into space while they're listening to the song. So, or even if, I've seen some teachers have different props while they're listening, or, waiting for the song to finish. You can do a little puppet show or something, but, as long as you're at least looking engaged, and I just try to sway to the song and smile and, mouth the words. I don't sing the words because half the time I don't know the words. No, they're usually very simple songs like Mary Had a Little Lamb or something like that. So yeah, so that's what I would do on the song slide. And then after that, then you have the page that has I Like Winter up in the corner. So I would just take my pencil and underline it and say, I like winter, and then invite the student to say it and listen to them saying it together. And then once you finish doing that very simply, then you would go to, you press on the next button, and then the card will come out for snowman, right? So you practice saying snowman. You're teaching them how to say it. And if you have a picture or a little prop for a snowman, that'd be cool to point to it and say, snowman, right? Snowman. And then you slow it down and say, snowman. Then you listen to them. And you, all right, good job. And then you can clap your hands and say, snowman, to change it up a little bit, and then let them say it. And then you have to allow the student to say it themselves. So when you click on the next button, so then you have the next slide where there's a picture for, or there's a space for your face, and there's a space for the student's face. So you slide the student up so they can fill into the space, and then you allow the student to say it individually, and you say, all right, Bella, it's your turn. Snowman. All right, good job. And then you give them a trophy, and then you bring them down, and it's just one person because it's the interview. So you go on to the next slide. So on the next slide, then there is a picture of a snowman, and there's the choice. You can have the check sign, or you can have the X sign. So you bring the interviewer up into one of the squares up there. There's a space for the interviewer to go. And then you press the play button and you listen to what it says. And then their job is to say, this picture is a snowman, because it'll say snowman when you press a button. And so your job is to get the student to say it's right or wrong. Is this a picture of a snowman? Yes? All right. Yes. Great. Good job. So that's the goal of that slide. And then you give them the trophy and you're off to the next one. So on the next slide, then you will have, it's reading. So this is a good opportunity for all the students all together to read the sentences. I simply underline the sentences as I'm reading so they know exactly where it is that I'm looking at. And then after you do your reading, then you wait for them, well, your turn. You wait for them to do it. And then there's another sentence and you read the sentence and then you let them repeat it, and then after you've done that, this is an opportunity. You could bring up a student or the interview and viewer and say, okay, Bella, can you read? And then you listen for them to read. And then you could, you're limited your trophy. So you could I would give them a trophy for reading in front of everybody, but not after every time they read in a normal class. But for the interview, go ahead and give them a trophy. Then you come to the let's play slide, and this is the time they encourage you to get excited about, let's play. It's supposed to be game time. So, it's like, yay, let's play. All right, let's play. And then, you go to the next slide after that, and it's time to play. All right, so for the next slide, this is an opportunity for them to all participate. So their pens will be functioning, so they can check yes or no in the boxes. So there will be two pictures of, that they could choose from, and one will be of them building a snowman, of somebody building a snowman. So you will read the question, what do you like doing in winter? And then they'll have to think, what do you like doing in winter? Oh, I like building a snowman. So hopefully they'll check that one. And then you can press the actual play button at the top so that they can listen to what the answer is and see if they got it right. And then if they get it right, you give them a trophy. And then when you press on to the next arrow button, then the answer will appear on the page. I like building a snowman. So that's that. And then the next page is the reward page. So it'll have this big curtain that'll open up, and it's like the kids are on stage, and it's time to make them or reward them for doing the great job that they did. So you could bring the student up and you can ask them, all right, Bella, what sticker do you want? And then they're numbered 1 to 5. So the child will say, I want, number 1. And then you could bring them, put the number 1 sticker on top of their head. That's what I usually do, to give them their sticker. And then after every student, in a typical class, after every student has received their reward, then you get to press the button to show all of the confetti coming down. So that's their way of rewarding the students for a good job. And then typically after that, there's a review slide, but I'm not sure if that will be in the actual interview slide or not. But if you do have that review slide, then what I like to do is I like to try to get them all to say the words together. They're not just like saying everything, because then you really can't hear what it is that they're saying and if they really learned it. So I underline the first picture and the word under the first picture, and I'll say snowman, and then I'll listen for them to say it, and then build a snowman. You're circling it so that they know this is what you're saying, and then they'll repeat it. And then if there's a sentence at the bottom, you could underline the sentence, I like to build a snowman. and then you listen for them to say that, and then, you know, that would be the end. And then that's when you bring each of the students or the interviewer into that 1v1 uh, mode again. You press that button at the top so that you could say goodbye to the students, because you're supposed to say goodbye to each student individually. So you could bring that student down or up and say, you know, all right, good job today, Bella. I'll see you next time. And then you give them a trophy, and that's for each of the students. So, all right, there you have it for your demo interview with Magic Ears. And, you know, if you have any questions, or if you'd like to, if you're interested in applying to Magic Ears and if you want some assistance with that, I'm here to help. Go ahead and find my referral link down below, and as well as my email, and you can let me know that you'd like for me to help you with the process. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.